What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 17 of the Bristol Rovers career mode. In this episode we're firstly going to go into the monthly scouting update, and we haven't got many players that are that interesting, although we do have Jamal Payne, but I'm not going to be signing him because, you know, I'm only going to be really signing players that have over 90 potential, you know, up to 94 potential, and they'll definitely go into the youth academy. And you can see here we've got our Scout Future Star, that's it, and Ricardo Dano, and I'm not going to be signing him yet, and the reason because of that is due to the fact that if I leave it till he's 17, I'll have a better idea of all of his stats and if he's going to be worth it or not. But you can see we're going to the squad report here, and if you want to see any players, as always, pause the video. But, you know, a lot of improvement. John Joe 2 up to 63 overall. What an improvement this guy has been, and hopefully, you know, better things to come from him, because we're only halfway through the season, don't forget, and all these players, Shaquille Hunter up by +3 already. His stats, his technical stats are just god-awful, but hopefully they will improve over time. And Elliot Richards up to 62 overall, and it's the same with Ryan Brunt. Ryan Brunt should be a lot higher than that, to be honest, and his finishing should be a lot higher than that, because he's finished so many good chances this season, and, well, it seems like everyone, even Matt Gill has gone up by +1. Gary Kenneth has gone up to 63 overall. That's very good. Our defence is an absolute rock. But the only problem is we may have to get a replacement centre-back, because we only have 3 solid centre-backs that we're actually using at the moment. And that may prove a problem, really, when one of our defenders may get an injury. You know, that would be a real problem, because, you know, those 3 guys, you know, McChrystal, I think it is, Kenneth, and also Tom Parks, they are really crucial centre-backs. Without even just one of them, that's going to be a really big problem. And Fabian Broghammer up to 60 overall. I'm not giving him much game time, and he may be moving away from the club, to be honest, because I would definitely be happy to sell him, because he has got a little bit of worth to him. And I think I did offer him in the deal for Ryan Gould, if I'm right in saying, but Connor Guff, I thought he was going to grow quite a bit, but maybe I'll have to recall him from loan. But he's only 52 overall. I'm definitely going to be selling him at the end of this season for sure. But you can see here, I'm a bit cheeky. I've already, I think halfway through the season, I requested funds, but I'm doing it again because I think that I can get even more money off the board to get better players, to be honest. And you can see here I'm offering for Ryan Gould 500,000 plus Broghammer, and hopefully that will go through, because Ryan Gould is a fantastic talent in this game and in real life. I really can't wait if I am able to actually pick him up. But you can see we are going to be simming pretty much all the matches in this episode. I think we are playing 1 match in this episode. Sorry for the lack of gameplay, but, you know, I really wanted to get some transfer action in, because if we can improve this squad and make it really solid, we've got a very good chance indeed of, you know, getting promoted. Although I wouldn't say we've got guaranteed promotion, but we're certainly up there, and we're certainly gaining a lead on all of our opponents that are coming up against us. And you can see here I'm also interested in Sebi Shrivers, I think that's how you say it, or Sebi Shrivers. I'm not sure how you say his name, but I'm just going to call him Sebi from now on, because I don't know how you say his name. And I was also interested in Jonathan Tarr. Remember, all these guys that I'm offering for, they were all suggested by you guys. And, you know, I'm only going to be going for players that people have suggested, you know, as long as they're realistic and I can realistically get them on the wage budget and the transfer budget I have. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be trying to get them. And you can see here I get another offer for Ryan Brunt. And, you know, I really was not tempted to accept it whatsoever. And you can see here I counter offer something ridiculous like $1 million. Because if I'm going to sell him, I want to sell him for a lot, so I can bring in a really good replacement. But I really don't want to sell him anyway. So, you know, if I can help it, I will not sell him. But I was also interested in Valentino Lazaro as well, another suggested player. And he's going to be a costly one. And if I can't pick him up in this January transfer window, I'll definitely pick him up in the summer transfer window, because I know he has potential to be an absolute god. And it's the same with Ryan Gould, really. But I'm more interested in Ryan Gould, as I think he does have slightly better potential, and his physical stats are just absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen his physical stats, search him up on Foothead. He is an absolute god. I mean, he's been dubbed the mini Messi, apparently, in the papers. I have read that, and you can see here I'm simming another match. Maybe it's going to prove costly, I don't know, but you can see we draw that thanks to Kenneth's. Probably it was a header from a corner because he's so good from corners, and we do draw that game. That's 2 draws in a row, not brilliant, but this is what I was so excited with. Finally, Dundee United, after attempts and attempts and attempts to convince them, I finally get the transfer offer accepted, and I can go into contract negotiations with Ryan Gould, and this would be a brilliant move if I managed to pull this off, because I know he can be a fantastic player for us. And I get another offer from Yeovil Town here for Ryan Brunt, and once again I'm going to counter offer a ridiculous over £1.25 million, and I know that's not going to be accepted for sure, and I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to pick up Jonathan Tarr, despite the fact that he's only worth 120,000, I'm still offering him a lot more. But you know, Hamburg are just not backing down. They're not letting their youth player go, and maybe that's another one for next season. But I really do need to get in a replacement centre back. Although I did offer McChrystal in the deal, so maybe I should keep him and keep that experience in the team, really, because I've noticed that when I have experience in the team mixed with youth, it really does go well and it mixes perfectly. So, you know, that's probably what I want to be keeping in the first team. And you can see there that my, Leeds United did accept the offer for, I think it was Elliot Richards, if I'm right in saying. And, yeah, he looks like he's on his way out of the club, which is a bit disappointing, but I did counter offer for quite a lot, so you know, it's their loss. They're losing a lot of their transfer budget for a player that I really do not rate whatsoever. But I am interested in Nahki Wells as well, because I'm pretty sure he's signed for Middlesbrough. No, not Middlesbrough. What team has he signed for? It's a team that begins with H, that's all I know, but I can't exactly remember what team it is. But, you know, he's just signed for them recently, and he looks like a really good player. And I am interested in another one of Bradford City strikers. I think that's Hansen, I think that's how you say his name. I could pick him up on a free transfer at the end of his contract. His contract does expire in 6 months, and he's 26 years old. He looks like a great striker, but I'm going to offer Bradford City a bit of money because, you know, it's not going to harm me too much. And I was also interested in Sevi Shravers, you know, it wasn't really going through. You know, Genk just weren't accepting anything that I counter offered. And you can see here Ryan Gould, once again, he wants a better contract because he loves living here and he doesn't want to relocate ideally. It's really ridiculous, and I'm sick and tired of all the same crap in this game, you know, all the same crappy messages. It's just absolute bollocks, to be honest. And, you know, I'm offering Sebi Shrevers, or I'm just going to call him Sebi because I keep calling him something that he probably isn't. I really should look up the pronunciation of his name. But Tom Locker, or Lockyer, Locker, yeah, it is Locker. I'm sending him out on loan to York City, and look at the difference it's made to my transfer or my wage budget. It has shot up. That guy, all of those guys in the youth squad or just in the reserves, I really do need to clear out the squad because they're just taking up so many wages, really. And they're just useless players. I don't use them at all. They're only there for emergency purposes, you know, if someone gets injured, etc, etc. But that's just not happened this season. I've had a few injuries. Lee Brown has been injured. David Clarkson's been injured for a long term and has only just recovered. But, you know, apart from that, I really haven't got any injuries at all. And you can see here we're going into a game, I'm pretty sure it's against Newport County, and I'm pretty sure that they are also, I'm saying pretty sure a lot, but I am sure that they are bottom of the table or near that anyway. And you can see we get started off very well in this game. Jill getting put through after he found some space from the defence, splitting it open, but unfortunately his shot was pretty poor, to be honest, and it should have been finished a little bit better than that. And Mildenhall making a fantastic save, and this was the kind of game I was playing with, ping pong football. It was really annoying trying to get the ball off of Newport County, but I just couldn't do it. It was so annoying. They kept picking the ball up every time I tried to intercept. And, you know, they were really pressing me hard in this game. It was really difficult. And you can see here, look at this, sliding in. I'm just trying to pass it round the back like I usually do, creating some space. And from that stupid tackle that attacker made, Lee Brown gets injured again. But look at the injury he gets. Bruised elbow. You'd be like, oh, he won't be out for that long, will he? He's only going to be out for a couple of days. He can't be out for that long. He's not injury prone, is he? Yeah, he is actually. And he's going to be out for 8 days. 8 days! That hurts my head. 8 days for a bruised elbow. That just doesn't make a lick of sense. I don't get that. I really don't. But anyway, this game ends 0-0. A really bitterly disappointing game, especially after Lee Brown got injured. But guys, thanks for the support on the My Player episode. That got over 30 likes. Thank you so much, and keep up the support on the Bristol Rovers career mode. I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video and subscribe if you are new, and like FIFA 14 career mode, because this is where it is going to be taking place. And I'm going to have to leave it there, and I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.